I got a new PS3, so I could continue my Frankie journey. This box is interesting. It has all the original packaging. How did the seller find such a perfect box? No time to think, let's have a look at the console. Wow, beautiful. And yes, Yellow Light of Death. For people who are new to this channel, I love Yellow Light of Death. The sound that it makes during Yellow Light of Death is so crystal clear. Let's listen to it one more time. What fun's there if everything's working perfectly? Turning it on and playing? Bruh, that's boring. It's way more exciting to open up the whole console just like what I'm doing here. Wait a minute, did someone upgrade the Blu-ray drive? It looks so new, and it isn't the same one you would normally find on a backward compatible model. Hold on, let me show you the normal one. Do you notice any difference? I know it's difficult to see, but trust me, they are different. That's an interesting sign. Let's go deeper. By the way, I'm speaking English. If not, you are listening to YouTube AI voice. Another interesting thing, this little white piece of plastic under the CPU. If you are new to the PS3 community, you might be wondering what is it. That would be a long story. Grab a cup of water and sit tight. In 2019, someone discovered something, and they call it the eraser mod. It means erase your PS3 from existence. Here's how it works. Put a massive piece of shit on top of your cell processor, then put everything back like there's nothing. After that, your CPU temperature will decrease a lot, from 77 degrees Celsius down to only 55 and to 0. That's it. That's how you erase your PS3 from existence with the eraser mod. Thank you for watching and have fun erasing your PS3. What? You are saying Sony invented this mod? I wonder if you are talking about this one. We call it the cell bracer in the PS3 community, and it won't erase your PS3 like the eraser mod. For more information, check out this video. Do you know you can actually buy a 3D printed version of the official Sony bracer? And the amazing thing is, Felix has made all the files available for download. I don't know why he only got 4 stars for it. Of course, I need to support him by starring it and forking it. Forking successful. After downloading the STL files, you can print it out with your 3D printer. As you all know, I'm too poor to afford even the most basic 3D printer. So I sent out the files to someone to print it out for me. And a few days later, I received the bracers. It's so beautiful. Let's compare it to the original one. They look almost the same. And I like how the 3D printed one is transparent. Alright, I can't wait to try it out. Wait a minute, I somehow cannot put it in. It's not obvious from this angle, so let's have a look from a different one. Can you see one side is always higher than the other side? When I put one side down, the other side will go up. What's happening? So I got myself a new toy to investigate the problem. This toy is sometimes called a caliper or a micrometer. But you know what? When I searched for those terms in Japan, I couldn't find anything at all. In the end, I had to go to Akihabara and ask around. That's when I learned it's called a nogis in Japan, named after a Portuguese guy, Petrus Nunes. I'm sorry if I pronounce his name wrong, because I couldn't speak Portuguese at all. Anyhow, let's measure the original bracer. 16.8 for one side, 16.8 for the other side too. So it's supposed to be a square. How about the 3D printed one? 16.9 for one side. Oh my god, 17.28 for the other side. What about the thickness? Exactly 1 mm for the original one. For the 3D printed one, it's 1.17 mm. So I talked to the engineer who printed it out for me. And that's when I learned that 3D printing is no magic. It's not like you have a STL file, click the print button and bam, your object appears. There are so many parameters to tune even before the printing. And there's also limitations about the accuracy. That's not it. We also have different types of printing techniques like the FDM and SLA. After explaining my situation to the engineers, they helped me reprint the braces. They were kind enough to provide both FDM and SLA printing so I could compare them. First, let's unbox the SLA one to see if it's better than before. They also tell me we usually need to do a bit of sanding after 3D printing, that's why they gave me this sandpaper. And I think they helped me to sand away the top side already. Let's give it a try and see if it fits this time. Perfect, it fits. Let's take a closer look from another angle. This time, the bracer slides right in, with none of the sides popping out. So what's the dimension of the 3D printed bracer this time? 17 on one side, 17 on the other side too. So it's a perfect square this time. The original bracer is 16.8 on both sides, with 0.2 mm error. It makes sense to have 17 mm when we print it out. 17 mm still fits, which is a good news. Now let's check the FDM version. According to the internet, SLA is supposed to have a better accuracy than FDM. So when you want to print out highly detailed objects, SLA can get it done with high accuracy. But is it also true for our PS3 bracer? Let's find it out. Whoa, at a first glance, it looks like the original bracer. With a closer look, you can see the line-like texture. This is the unique feature of FDM printing. Okay, I want to know if the measurements are good. 16.74 on one side and 16.73 on the other side? How's that possible? It's even better than the SLA printing. How about the thickness? Well, it's a bit too thick, but it would be an easy fix by sanding away the top. Let's try it on the PS3. Needless to say, perfect fit. Here's from another angle. We just need to make sure the thickness is 1 mm by doing some sanding. Let's put all the bracers I have side by side. This is the Sony one, this is the FDM one, and this is the SLA one. Here's the bottom side. So if you'd like to print out your own bracers, go for the FDM one. I don't know why FDM is better than SLA. I know nothing about 3D printing. If you know, leave a comment below. Thanks PCBWay for sponsoring this amazing 3D printing service. To print out the same FDM bracer as in this video, go to this website by scanning the QR code. Then click this button. Specify the quantity, choose ABS as the material, and the process will be set to FDM. Of course, you can customize the color. Then choose the infill to 100%. After that, scroll down and pick a description. It can be anything, so I just randomly choose DIY entertainment and gaming enclosure. Finally, you can submit your order. You don't need to pay anything yet. There will be an engineer checking your design first. Meanwhile, you can tell the engineer you want to print out the same bracer as I did. The easiest way is to give them my order number. This is to let them know the 3D printing job requires high accuracy. Well, enough of this 3D printing saga. Let's get back to our main topic. Look, there's a sticker over there. Sony did something to it in 2012. When I flip over the motherboard, I find another sticker with the number 40 on it. I wonder what it means. No matter what, check the Syscon to understand the situation before we do anything to the board. To extract the error history from the Syscon, we need to connect a couple of wires to this. Don't tell me you don't know what a Syscon is. It's 2025. Bro, you should know it already. In the Syscon, I can see 1002, 2020, 2120, 3020, and even 3004 when I scroll down. There are so many errors, it doesn't look good. I have a bad feeling about it. I try to understand what those errors mean. 2020 seems to be related to the 102 error, and 3020 seems to be also related to the same 102 error. For 2120, my brain is too smooth to understand what the heck is going on. Finally, we have 3004, not to be confused with 3034, which means your GPU is dead. 3004 seems to be also related to 102 and can be fixed by replacing the NEC tokens. I just hope I don't end up turning this console into a green light of death. With all these errors pointing to 102, let's try to replace the NEC token on the GPU side. Many people ask me how to tell which NEC token is bad. To be honest, I don't know. And it's impossible to know without removing the NEC token. And it's also nearly impossible to remove the NEC token nicely, so there's no way to know. What I usually do is to remove them one by one and test it. I always start with the one on the right hand side as I'm right-handed. It's easier for me to start with this one. It's time to install the Felix tentalizers. Oh, how to buy it? I think it's just easier to manufacture it yourself. Just go to this website by typing or by scanning the QR code. I've uploaded the Gerber file, so you can just manufacture only the PCB and do the soldering yourself. If you are lazy, I've also uploaded the BOM file and the Centroid file, so you can manufacture the complete Felix tentalizer. I'm lazy, so I go for the PCB plus assembly service. Thanks PCBWay for also sponsoring the Felix tentalizers. Wow, thank you whoever donated $20 to me. With this donation, I'm going all in on PS3 stonks. Now it's the fun soldering time. After that, check if we can turn on the PS3. I got this new tiny monitor that can be turned on using a USB-C cable. We just need to use one USB port on the PS3 as the power supply, and plug in the HDMI cable. Then when we turn on the PS3, we should be able to see the video output. Yes! We have fixed the PS3. Or is it? Being able to turn it on doesn't mean it's fixed. There might still be hidden issues. We need to install some software to test the console completely. Boring installation in progress. If your console died in the middle of this, it becomes a brick. Luckily, after 7 minutes, nothing happens. Wait, there's nothing? Oh no, don't die. Ah, it's the new software. Don't scare me like this. The first thing I want to do with the new software is to extract the level 1 dump. Go to Dump tool and select level 1 dump. Click and wait for it. For me, it takes about 30 seconds to extract the dump. Once the dump has been saved on the USB, unplug it from your PS3 and plug it into your PC. On your PC, use this software. I don't know how to say it. Maybe big H, small x, big D. Drag and drop the level 1 dump into the software. Then search for the string RSX:** space. The first match tells you nothing, and you need to look for the second match. Found it. It's a bit difficult to read the results here, so let's copy and paste the results into a notepad. Enlarge the text a little bit so it's easier to read. I think it's big enough. This part here tells you the RSX model you have inside your PS3. If you have a 65nm RSX, you will see RSX 65. If you have the 90nm one, you will see either B03 or B08. So level 1 dump is very useful, because you can check what GPU you have without having to tear down your PS3. Not only this, it also tells you who made the GPU. After the second colon, we have the number 4 here, which means this GPU is made by TSMC. If you get the number 1, it's made by Toshiba, and 2 is by Sony. Do you understand it? No problem. Let's look at this one more example I got from another CCHA. What GPU do we have? That's right, we have a 90nm RSX because we have B03 here. And this GPU is made by Sony because we have the number 2 here. We have one more piece of information for the 90nm. That is the chip binning. Just like how Intel bin their CPU into i7, i5, and i3. Sony also bin their GPUs into 1, 2, and 3, with 1 being the best one. This console has a bin 2 mid-tier GPU. If I get a bin 3 and bin 1 GPU in the future, I will make a video to see if there's any difference. Oh, how do I know all this information? Of course, Felix, the all-knowing god of PS3, told me about this. Now we know this console has a 40nm RSX. Let's stress test it. We will use one of the best games ever released on the PS3, The Last of Us. Look at the GPU temperature, it's so low. After about 17 minutes later, nothing happens. So we passed test number 1. Let's move on to stress test number 2. This time, we use Grand Theft 6. We need to activate the demo mode by going into the setting and select Auto Mode. Change the start time to 30 seconds. And set the playtime to maximum. Finally, loop it forever. Now we just need to go back to the menu and wait 30 seconds for the demo to start. At the 30-second mark, the demo begins to load. This game is very good at testing the console for a long period of time, because we can loop this demo infinitely. The GPU stays cool, and we will let it run. It's been almost half an hour. Everything seems to be running fine. The GPU stays as cool as before. So stress test number 2 is also successful. What just happened? I restarted the console and tried to extract the Syscon error log. That's why you should install custom firmware, because it has Syscon extraction tool built in. Remember to choose Syscon, not Sysrom. When you hear this beep, it means a Syscon error log has been successfully extracted to your USB. I also noticed when I try to turn off this console, I get something like this. Let's call it red light of insomnia, because it cannot fall asleep peacefully. Anyhow, let's check the error log to see what's going on. Open the extracted file and you can see the log history without tearing down the console. I got tons of 101, that means the NEC tokens on the CPU side is dead. Okay, I have to tear down the console and replace the NEC token again. Here's the NEC token I've just removed. It's impossible to check if it's good or not anymore. Now I just need to clean the pad and put a Felix Tantalizer back. I'm lazy, so I will just put a small amount of solder to see if it works. Finally, put everything back so that we can test it. Whew, that's a lot of things to put back. Let's check the console. At least it can boot up successfully. Oh wait, what happened? Did I break anything? I forgot to put in the hard disk. Let's turn off the console and put it in. Do we still have the red light of insomnia? Good, there's no more. Let's put the hard disk back. I don't know why, but 90% of the time, I forgot to put the hard disk back after reassembling everything. This is very annoying. Finally, okay, stress test number 2, GT6. Here we go again. Oh wow, I think we made it worse. The demo can't even last for 1 minute. How about another game? I let it run for about 10 minutes and nothing happened. Now I think you know the drill. Extract the Syscon and understand what's going on. Carefully read through the log and identify the new errors. It's 102, so I should replace the NEC token on the GPU side. Finally, I can see the NEC token. Remove it. Clean it. And then put a Felix Tantalizer back. Again, put everything back and test the console. Finally. Let's test it using the same game. GT6, demo mode. Do we make it even worse, or is it better this time? Okay, at least we don't have instant yellow light of death this time. I'm hungry, so I'm going to make dinner and let it run. I'm back, and I'm full, and it has been 1 hour since then. I'm going to let it run a bit longer, because to play TV games for just 1 hour, it might become yellow light of death after 5 hours, so we also need to test for it, and I'm going to bed. The next day, I'm still alive, and so is the console. It has been 14 hours since then, and the console is still running fine. It's finally safe to say that we have fixed the console. In the end, I need to use 1 tantalizer on the CPU side, 2 tentalizers on the GPU side, in total 3 tentalizers to have a working Frankenstein PS3. That's how I know which NEC token should I replace. Basically, you can say Sony has made me a Frankenstein PS3. There's one more thing to test, which is of course PS2 games. What's the point of having a backward compatible console if you don't play PS2 games at all? I only have this football game, soccer, or whatever ball kicking game. Okay, we need to create a memory card for this game. That's easy. Just follow the instruction and keep pressing circle. The memory card is ready. Let's start the game. Just to let you know, I don't play any sport in real life, so I'm gonna suck at this game. I don't know what to choose. I will just keep pressing circle. For some reason, the default setting is Japan versus Brazil. Let me zoom in a bit so you can see it clearly. And don't kill me if I play like an idiot. Wait, I can't move. No way, I can't use the analog sticks. I need to play with the D-pads? That's gonna be painful. Wait, no! What are you guys doing? It's my first time playing this game, and I can't get used to the constant character switching. Or maybe Brazil is just too strong. We still have time, so we still have chance to catch up. What? How's that possible? No! No! No way! This console must be broken. It doesn't run PS2 games very well. Jokes aside, I hope you had fun. I know I did. Well, everything is working fine. There's no more yellow light of death during mid-game, or red light of insomnia when shutting down. And yes, I finally have my own Frankenstein PS3. I think some of you might ask, will I still be trying Frankenstein mod? Of course yes. I still want to make my own Frankenstein PS3. But there's something happening in real life that stops me from spending time on PS3. I just don't have the time anymore to set up and clean up after reballing. As you know, I don't repair or sell PS3 for a living. I have a full-time job that has nothing to do with electronics. Repairing PS3s is just my hobby. That's why my channel name is Amateur Hardware Repair. Since I don't make money by selling PS3s, there's no conflict of interest. I don't need to lie to you about what works and what doesn't. If a repair fails, I will show you the failure, as I don't need to worry about losing my customers. This way, I can keep my information authentic and honest. That's why I disappeared for 6 months. I've been working hard to keep my full-time job. People around me were being laid off left and right. And honestly, it has been extremely stressful for me. So what's my future plan? I think I will try doing something that is less dirty. You know, something that doesn't make a mess and requires a lot of cleanup afterwards. Probably I will try something on the software side, because I don't even have time to play PS3 until now. So it's a good time for me to play some games. That being said, I don't know when I will be laid off in the future. It's better for me to have a plan B. And that plan B is to try using eBay. It's my first time using it, so I would need some time to test things out. I will start by selling some random stuff. Something like this. I think I will pick something that might be useful for PS3s and put them on eBay. Let me know if you found anything interesting, such as screwdrivers and tools, tweezers and wires, LAN cables and HDMI cables, CDs and DVDs cases, and all kinds of cleaning consumables. Right now, I think this item is useful, especially if you only have 2 USB ports on your PS3. It expands the number of USB ports into 3 USB 2 slots and 1 USB 3 slot. I think many of you already know, I'm a financial genius. When it comes to losing money, I'm the expert that you can't find elsewhere. Based on my genius financial intuition, I'm gonna set the starting price as 1 cent. And of course, free shipping. This way, I can almost guarantee I can lose money by selling it and shipping it. I just hope you don't live on Mars. Well, have fun auctioning and see you next time. Wait a minute, I can't even sell on eBay? Payoneer has to verify me before I can use eBay? Gosh, I didn't know using eBay is that difficult. And it takes time to get approved. Anyhow, this is my eBay account. Hot 2442. If my account got approved, I will sell something here. Stay tuned and see ya.